Hey guys, welcome back. Let's see what is happening. Okay, so we're gonna be chilling. All right, so we're still in this 15 minutes push down, nice push. Consolidation, this is still liquidity here into a bigger fair value gap. Which lines up with that. This range from the top to the bottom, 50% lines up with that fair value gap, 50%. So that's a good confluence. So maybe we get a push up here to then go lower. There's equal lows that formed earlier. So that's what we're gonna look for. Hey there. Just give me a second. I just want to get my glasses quickly, guys. Oh, let's see. Yes. Yeah, so before I go get my glasses, I was actually silly today trying to take these longs. At this point, when the market collapsed, the H1 wasn't 100% bearish and 50. So that was the first sign for me to be out. But let me tell you guys, or show you guys, when you see the market drops, this was like almost 300, 400 points. I know better to stay out of the market. When there's a big move, comes consolidation. Then we want to see manipulation and then continuation with that. So what I've tried today, and I'll show you, at this point down here, market was very, very extended. And I thought, okay, we'll bounce from it. And we did bounce, but I waited. And this actually gave a clean trade. If I just took this trade, I would have had another winner. But then I thought, okay, so that was the first one. We want to get to this level here. So I want to see a push up, similar pattern, and then go higher and then reverse from there to go lower. So I waited for this. I did enter here and the market went up to there and I thought, okay, that's fine. And then we went down, stopped me out, and then went lower. I looked at this and I was like, okay, so it's still extended. We still want to get to this level up here. And we had a nice liquidity, push away, break in structure. And I took this low here up to the high, that retracement there for a long to go up. And we then dropped and I had my stop just here. So I got stopped there. So I left it. There was two trades, two losses. I should never have participated in these trades. It's I can't tell you why I actually did it because not everything was aligned. And I'll obviously do better from going forward. But again, guys, I'm human. Sometimes you look at setups and you think the market needs to go there, the market don't have to go there. And then we just went sideways. I even looked at this after the session and I was like, okay, these equal highs up there. We've gone down and now we're moving up. If I left my stop there, I would have been fine. I wouldn't be fine. Maybe, but yeah, that's just one of those things. I need to just focus. I knew after a big drop like that, we could go into consolidation. And then after consolidation, we see manipulation, which is hopefully to the upside, and then expansion to the downside. So that's unfortunate, guys. Just one of those things. Let me just see. These highs here is also relative very equal. So yeah, so I mean, this is day 2 of the challenge. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, but all I know is I'll refocus tomorrow and make sure not to do stupid mistakes like that. And yeah, that was, and I think someone actually asked me if this was an A+ setup, and I said no, it's a B. And then as I said it, I was wondering to myself, why the hell did you took it? If it was a B, it should be A+, should be the checklist. Missed some things in the checklist, so yeah, so that's just one of those things. Silly longs. Yeah, if you did the short, that's well done. I did not participate in the short from where's 9:30, so it was just dropping, and I was like, okay, there's no real entry for me here. I could have scalped the momentum, and I'll show you what I normally would do. So it's not even here. So yeah, so I couldn't even use this. So that's nothing there. I mean, looking after the fact, I mean, yes, from a fair value gap, run these equal highs up, shift it lower, break structure. There's your fair value gap. There's the entry. That's a perfect entry. But I didn't take that because I had mixed bias on the higher time frame. That should have let me not take any trades. That's just simple. So I made a mental note of that, and I will, I mean, hold myself accountable for that. So up 0.5% yesterday and down 1%. So I'm down 0.5%. So it's fine. So it's not the end of the world. Yes, I think that's what I'll do tomorrow. So I can't even take a trade today because I took 2 losses. 2 losses, that's the limit. And that's part of the rules. So even if I see a perfect trade, it's just one of those things. I wanted to look at something. But anyways, all right. Let's see what we've got here. So I just want to go back to the 50-minute here now that you guys are on. So obviously we saw this big shift down, breaking all the structures and taking all this liquidity, left this fair value gap here. This is now consolidation, and then if we want to see price going lower, there's liquidity here, there's a liquidity lower down. So you want to see manipulation up, take this liquidity out, there's equal highs there as well, but 50% of this fair value gap lines up with 50% of this range. So that is where I think we're going to get to reject. If we get there before end of day, that would be a nice area to look for shorts to target these lows. So I don't know how quickly we're going to get there, or maybe this is something that's left for tomorrow. Maybe we stay in this consolidation. We'll have to just keep an eye on it and see. But that's what I'm looking for tonight. So there could be opportunities for longs to this area, but yeah, I need to just make sure I follow what I set out to do here. All right, let me grab my glasses quickly. Okay, I'm back. Alrighty. Now let's see. Let's wait and see. So this is a prime example, guys. Consolidation, manipulation. Now you want to see expansion. To at least that area there. And why is that? Because there's this, oh gosh, this fair value gap here. And it's a high right below there. So could put your stop there, but then we want to see if we want to get through this actually. So let's just manage it like that and see. Okay, so we haven't closed above these highs yet. So not protected, that's a protected low there. So let's see if we can get some momentum up there now. Right, so now we get the momentum up there to that fair value gap. Now we want to see, be nice to see big momentum push through it. And then you know you can get through it. But let's see. Also, the checklist is on the Discord channel there. So, but I'll put it on a little template here that we can keep it here on the side. And then we can get it in our faces, or at least in mine. There's a new area if you want to buy, if you believe it's going to go through that. Fair value gap. And I guess the basis or the foundation of this strategy is just make sure you're in the right direction of the higher time frame. Then you only look for consolidation like we have here, manipulation in a fair value gap, and then expansion out. And then you want to see a pullback into that area. And it's something that keeps repeating. Like this is a very good example here. So what I would do is aim for price to get back down to this order block. Depends on what price does now. But this black candle here, nice order block. I think the main thing is just to get in tune with the market. So in this case, the market's obviously consolidating here, push down, little consolidation, manipulation, expansion, break structure, consolidate, manipulate, expand, break structure. Okay, so now we get some nice big candles to get through that fair value gap, which is good. This is the type of trade I should have taken today, is break structure, nice solid candles, pull back. That's the entry. That's what you want to see. Okay, so I can actually put my stop very close to break even now. Okay, so we inverse this fair value gap. So that's an IFG. Just want this trade to play out, and I want to go look at something. So maybe we get an opportunity to take a short from that 50% of the range. Guys, just quickly on the AM session tomorrow, I'm not going to be available when market opens, so I'll be later. So I'm going to try to do the AM session tomorrow, so just bear with me. I've got an appointment tomorrow, and I'm going to, try to start it as quickly as I can. So it might be only around 10 o'clock or so. But just keep an eye on the Discord, guys. I'll let you guys know that if something, if it takes longer, but definitely on the PM session will be on for tomorrow. All right, so I'm at break even now for this trade. Like the momentum to the upside here. See if we can get to that 1.8. Right, can we get the follow through to push higher? at this low here. Because at this point, we can see price pull back to run this lows at 50% here. That is if we're not going to get straight through to the top. All right, let's see if we can push. Almost there. Come on. You can do it. Yep, lots of liquidity again. All of these lows are all liquidity, so nice to see us go higher here and then give us a nice short opportunity. Come on, let's push, push, push. Like right there, guys. Let's get us over the line. You can do it. Gosh. See how price, I mean, it gets so close and then it stalls. Just pump through it. Oh, gosh. It's like right at it. Okay, that's it. Very nice trade. I was looking at this. Manipulation, push, break structure, nice solid candle, consolidation, back into that manipulation expansion. No pullbacks here, just straight up. Is pulling. All right, so next is this area here. All right, so there's a liquidity. So there's more liquidity to the upside. And we just need to keep an eye and see where it's going to take us. Right, so let's see. I wanted to look at something. I wanted to look at something earlier, yeah. Oh. Um, I actually don't know because this is the area where I was trying to get to this whole day today before we sell off. We've got this here, but this was the big one. So I think we might just get up. I would look for shorts up here, but I also don't want this to happen an hour from now. So this could, because we're in this sideways move, we could see price come back down again. But I think because we consolidated, this could be the time where we break out, manipulate, set up to go short, and then run all of this. So I'm not eagerly going to just short here. Mm-hmm. So guys, I need to look at something here. If that was... Oh gosh. Okay. And even if you want to, I mean, if we consolidate here and give us a spike up and a break and close low and a fair value gap to test, yes, then I'll look for a short. But nothing here tells me not. And also because we at a liquidity point, that doesn't mean we're just going to dump from there. So yeah, I need to wait for something that's set up. It's a good place to look for shorts, but I know there's a chance that we will get up here. And then, sorry, this is a good target. If you get in here to these equal lows, that's a very good target, that 50% there. So get up there, run that, come back down here. This is 128, so easy 100 points. I'm saying easy, that's if it sets up, guys. This could just be a sideways move, and then we're on the top end, and now selling off again. Would have been a nice short, just that, but I've got no context here to take a short. So I've got a TikTok account, so I don't know if you guys are good with these type of things. So I've got I've got a TikTok account, I've got a what's the Instagram account, just to post the same stuff to try to reach as many people as I can. But for some reason, my last four posts gets absolutely 0 views. So I'm convinced there's something wrong with the account or something. I don't know how to fix it. I tried to reach out to them, but you're only speaking to an AI bot. I think the views just before that got like over 1,000 views, and then suddenly went to 0. So something must be wrong there. And I'm trying to find you know, how to troubleshoot it. But I mean, even if I so I'm trying to be consistent. So everything I post on YouTube, I post on Instagram, I post there. So Instagram, YouTube, I get my views and all of that. But something just deadly stopped TikTok. I tried to do a channel on this account. Which account? So I don't know what it is. I don't know where I've switched those off to out of public to private and then back to public. Nothing. I don't even get one. So what I did do, I took another account. I viewed all of those. I liked it and all of that from a different account. So it's not showing it on TikTok. So I don't know what's going on there. So I don't know, and I can't get decent info to help me to troubleshoot. If I could just speak to someone, I don't have any violations or strikes. I've checked that. I've got all green ticks. So I don't know what it can be. Those views are down for more than a week, probably 2 weeks now. So I'll keep posting there. It's just weird. I know from YouTube it does that. Suddenly you get like this influx of views and all that, and then it dries up again, and that's just the algorithm that's pushing it and all that. But I mean, I get my views on Instagram fairly quickly. But TikTok was good in the beginning, and now it's like dead. But I'll keep going. Persistence. I'll keep at it. I mean, if I just get like some views so I can see it, but I know I've viewed my own stuff through a different channel, and those views and likes don't even record on my site. So something must be wrong. All right, so here's another one. So consolidation, drop, manipulation. I don't have anything to base this off. That's a swing point there. I mean, those are equal lows right there, right? Or did we actually take it out? Okay, so we did take those equal lows out. And this is the one that we were looking at. Deep discount there. That's probably where we're gonna start running higher, is after this. Yep. Can try it again and see if we can actually, I mean, let's see if we can take this one. See if we can break through and close above here. That would be good. So what we're seeing here is your consolidation, manipulation, and now you want to see some expansion. So we will put our stop down there, and then let's see, confirm it. Come on, let's see if you can get us out of there. Only, yeah, so consolidation here, manipulation, but I don't have a solid break of structure on the left. I mean, I know we break structure here, but we at this. So let's see if we're actually going to get out of this here. So I thought this fairly gap here, it's a nice inversion, inversed gap to take us higher. We're still holding that fairly gap, so maybe we see the pump up. 5-minute test, a fair value gap. Right, well, let's see if we can get this out. Inverse fair value gap. Okay. The problem is, even if we get up to these levels, I don't know, in the next 30 minutes or so, or 40 minutes, I'll be very cautious to take a short. As much as I would love to take a short, and that will probably be a very good short. It's that last hour of the day, that last 10 minutes as well. It makes me a bit wary taking any trades. Right, so we've got a consolidation here again. This could be manipulation into this little gap, or this fair value gap that got inversed here. Let's see if we can get a pin to return back up. I know this V shape here shifted up, but we never broke structure here, which is a problem. Consolidation, manipulation, and now you want to see expansion if you are in the right direction. Yeah, so this candle here needs to close back into that IFG, that orange box. But maybe it wants to run this low. So let's see. Right, let's see. So this is at 50%, and it's in this little fair value gap. All we got to see now if we want to reject it and bounce higher. That's why when you do get breaks, it has to close above those highs. Otherwise, market could do some sideways moves still. Okay, so it's taking that lows out there now. Now we want to see price running up. So let's see. See if we can get it. Okay, so there's some sort of momentum coming in there. See, this level is holding price. No, it's not. Looks like a consolidation. I mean, what you want to see if you go down and you want to get to that high, those highs, and get through it. But this is the liquidity. We barely closed above it, and we literally stuck below it. So I thought this was momentum. Yeah, that's why I entered there. But then this proves me wrong. But my stop's still down there, so we'll keep it there. Yeah. Hi there, welcome. Yes, I am 100% South African. So I trade NASDAQ and I trade AM sessions and PM sessions. Nice. Where are you from? Where in South Africa? I'm in Joburg. I've got people here that's from Cape Town, from Durban, from Joburg. Let me know where you're from. Pretoria. All right. Not far from me. I go to Pretoria quite often. Okay, so maybe what we should do, I know there's a bunch of people that's not in South Africa, but maybe we We arranged a meetup at some times, all the people from Joburg and Pretoria. But welcome. How long have you been trading? All right, so now we're back in it. So this consolidation is continuing. So, yep. I can tell you guys for certain, one thing that I don't like is when we inverse fair value gaps like a million times. If price wants to move, they're going to inverse and move. They're not going to inverse, and now inverse down again. That's just a consolidation of note. We did run liquidity here. This fair value gap is still holding price, so hopefully we're still good there. I can't make this a protected low yet because we haven't broken any of these highs. Great, man. Are you also a NASDAQ trader? Wait, let me ask you like this. You also a NASDAQ trader, and what setups do you trade? Is it support, resistance, ICT, IFGs? What is it that you trade? I'm just interested to know. I'm not going to tell you that what you trade is wrong. So, yes. I wonder what I wonder if this is going to want to run this low here. That's exactly where I'll put my stop. Hey, but let's see. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Okay. H1 closure. The DAX. Is the DAX not the... I don't know. I've never traded the DAX, guys. I don't know. Is it the German stuff or what? H1 closure. Let me see. Yeah, so I don't know if this is what this thing's gonna do. Yeah, but let's see. Just popping over to the H1 here. So we push down and we're still consolidating. So hopefully this is the manipulation into this fair value gap up here, which then forms part of that range and that 50% that we've marked out there. Whew. Came close to my stop. So is the DAX the German 40? So I was right. It's a German something. All right. Nice, man. Moving averages and yes, German. That's it. I'll try that London session. You're making money. I know this is probably a weird question, but do you find your strategy to be profitable? I mean, I'm just asking the question. I think every good strategy. I mean, I've traded moving averages before. I mean, I'm using moving averages for direction. So, I mean, I've got other ways like fair value gaps and structure. Sometimes it's good to just have a squiz at the moving averages. I mean, this one strategy that I'm trading. So what you got to do, you got to join my Discord. You'll see there's a 20 trade challenge that I'm doing with an FTMO account. So the strategy that I'm using, I can guarantee you guys is profitable. Not if you see what I've done earlier in the AM session, because I just didn't stick to the rules, which was silly on my part. Okay, well, that's good. So I mean, even Larry Williams, I mean, I know he's got a bunch of stuff that he looks at, but uh, the one of his entry techniques is a moving average. And what it is, I'm just going to bring a 50 moving average up here just to show you guys. So what he would do, he would say, let's use it, yeah. If the market cross and close above it, and the second candle close above it, that's good to go long. As long as no candles close below it, there he would cut his position. Then he would enter there again, and then he would halt. Bloop, 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 bloop. And he would probably cut it here. Yeah, so that's just the way he trades. Then it's 1, 2, so he probably go short again. So he made money that way. So, but I don't think he just randomly took a moving average and just go for it. He creates a bias where he thinks the commodity market was going, and he was more swing trader, not intraday trader. According to them, you can't make money intraday. So he was a long position trader, and that's how he traded. $3,056. Wait, $3,056 is that? I mean, that's where we are now. No, it's NASDAQ is a mess. I don't normally trade PM session, but I'm here for you guys, and we obviously watching it. So after all of this, let me take this moving average off. After all of this, we basically printed new equal lows here. Luckily, I didn't get stopped there, and we're back in the trade. So let's see if this thing actually wants to go. If we're going to pin like this, we might most probably would come down, take me out here, because that's not, I mean, that's at equal highs there. We ran it there, now we're pinning through it. So let's see. Da, da, da. Consolidation, manipulation, expansion, stop. Boom. Exactly. The TDI again. Let me go there. Guys, I don't have TDI on here. Don't want to confuse you guys. But I do watch the TDI. Yep, TDI is going short. This was a nice long on the TDI down here. But hey, we do what we can. I'm just going to take that $200 off there, because this is not making sense to hold it. All right, so we obviously want to go higher here. And let's just go through this again quickly, now that we've got new people here. All right, so let me just take all of this off. Don't worry about all this drawing. So we printed this high, and then we had this massive sell-off at the AM session. Nice sell-off, break all the structures to the downside, and then we start consolidating. Now, I've taken the high to this low, this equal lows here, so there's liquidity here. Nice fair value gap here, mark out 50% of this range. If the market wants to continue lower, you want to see, this was your expansion, consolidation. After consolidation, you normally get manipulation into that area, and then you want to see expansion continue. And that's the 50% range that I've got there. I've got liquidity here. We've taken this liquidity, so I would want to see price go up to there. Look for shorts there, and then take it down to those equal lows and the equal lows down there. That's basically what I'm looking for now. The problem is, this is the area up here. We, in the last hour, and I don't like taking trades in this last hour. I was hoping about now, 3 o'clock, we would have been up here. Then we still have an hour to start shorting this, pushing it lower down. But let's see. And the other thing here is we consolidated here, manipulated through taking it out. We haven't manipulated through the low here. So we could see price do exactly this on the bottom here and then run up. All right. On a high time frame H4, I'll wait for a pullback to the 10-20 EMA on the hourly chart, and then enter off the 15-minute when price reclaims the 10 EMA. Righty. Let's see. I use the 8 and the 21 EMAs and a 50 simple moving average. I'd use this for directions and look for pullbacks. Right, so let's see. No. So it's one of those things again. That's the range. We pump up back to middle. Here we go to the top, middle, bottom, middle, top, middle. Now we'll see if we can go to the bottom here. I've been involved in trading for over a decade, and I've been trading for over a decade. Now, I need to be clear that it took me a long time to get to where I'm at. So it took me probably about 5 years to go through like absolutely everything, guys. I went through absolutely every course there was, every indicator. I bought books, everything. And it was only after 5 years, 5 or 6 years, I don't even know, that I met Larry Williams, and I was then introduced to ICT, which was great. But even with Larry Williams and ICT, I mean, I looked at it and I could see a different way of looking at the market. But I bought the book Street Smarts as well, read that thing, and people are talking about liquidity and turtle soup and all of that, and I was like, what the hell? And ICD then told me about, all this manipulation that's going on. I can't remember this other guy's name, guys. He was the one that introduced me to fair value gaps. He called it something else, called it skinny legs. And I then met another guy, Steve Mauro, Beat the Market Maker Methods. And that guy actually clicked in my mind, and I could relook at ICT stuff. So it took me a long time to get to the point where I understood trading. And then from there on, I had to obviously get the psychology right, get the strategy right. I did the mentorships for ICT and all of that. But I think the good part about me is I've worked in the bank before on futures and options, and I'm very well involved till today in the gambling business. I'm a risk manager, managed risk, building models and all of that. So I understand risk management. So coming from that betting background, it's not a gambling background to the extent that you think I don't know, put your house on something and lose it and have no money, but to manage it, because you manage a sports book, you sit on the other end, and it's a numbers game at the end of the day. and I converted over to trading as well. And maybe that's where I adapt easier to the psychology of trading, because at the end of the day, if you do the back work, back test and forward test, it becomes a numbers game. Um, so yeah, that's a long answer to a short question. But yeah, I enjoy trading. I started this channel to obviously see if I can help in any way, and yeah, also to see what I can learn from people. So I'm by no means an expert like our guy from ICT. I'm not that guy. And I will never say whatever strategy you trade is wrong. So, because I believe whatever the strategy is, you can, I've learned it in sports, guys. Um, if you betting, and I always explain it to people like this. I don't know what sports you guys like. Maybe in America it's NFL, NBA. Maybe there's a sport that you really, really follow closely from your childhood with your parents and all of that. And you can watch the game, you can call it out, you've emotionally connected to that game, right? Then it's easy to, I almost want to say, then it's easy to make money off that if you understand the numbers behind it. And if you're good at that, and say it's NFL, why would you go and spend your money on tennis and cricket and all of that? Because if you lose that money, you're always going to go back to the one thing in betting that made you that money. And it's the same with trading. If you got a strategy that works, that makes you money, why would you go screw around with other strategies and try this and try that and lose your money and then get a reality check and then come back to the simple strategy that made you money and focus on that? So, yeah, that's just, I mean, the way I think. And I don't know if it's got to do with the background of, the work that I've done and where I'm still involved. But that's the story. Yeah, I love ICT. I mean, he taught me a lot, but he's a good guy to make you fall asleep as well. So he's got benefits. Mm. No, I agree. I think with ICT, there's so many things or so many concepts, right? And I mean, people can say whatever they want. Some of the things that's been there uh, is called something different, and ICT is calling it something else, but it's comes down to the same thing at the end of the day. Okay, so ICT make you see something different, but he likes to go in so much detail that you think, "Gosh, I can't do this. I can't see it." I actually had an example. I actually watched one of his videos just to see what he was saying, and I actually wanted to make a note and show you guys, because I realized in that video, okay, so now this is right. The previous day it wasn't right. So that's where the complexity comes in, where it's like discretionary. It's not a followed system. It's like, okay, today this is relevant, but yesterday it wasn't. So I was like, okay, so that's complicated. But the one thing that stood out for me, that I think it's a very simplistic way of looking at the market, and it's something that's been around for, like, I'm sure, a million years. is structure like this. This is not a good example, but there's a definite move up. Break structure, there's consolidation, there's your manipulation in discount, and then you see expansion. And that's how we entered the trade earlier. And now we consolidate. After consolidation, it's manipulation, expansion. And that's how I want to keep it as simple as possible. Instead of trying to say this is a order block, that's a propulsion block, this is a, I don't know, you called something else, something different. I was like, geez, you're just creating new names for this. So I scratch all of those things. So I don't trade all these different things. I see it and I use it from time to time, but I don't build around it. Fair value gaps is very good if you use it in the right context. Liquidity works for me, and structure. That's basically, that works for me. Hey, it is you. Everything's going well. Just a bit of a boring sideways move here. We had a nice trade earlier. We took a long here up to there, and now we just stuck. Just hanging out. Momentum. Yeah, been a rough day. Break evens for you. The session, calling it a day. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I hit 2 losses in the AM session, which was stupid, but it's one of those things. Had a nice trade now, but not on the challenge, but just paper trade here. Because I lost those 2 trades, part of the rules is I can't lose more than 1% a day. So risk 0.5% on each. So I'm out of that for today. So I'll be back tomorrow and see what we can find. Yeah, so 1 hour consolidation. Oh, I see what you say. I thought you say on the 1 hour. This is 1 hour of consolidation. When you see this, I normally just switch off and go read a book, watch a movie, or do something else. So that's the wrong thing to think, to say, listen, I want my money back. You'll get your money back. Just stick to the process. So don't try to force any trades. I took 2 losses. I'm not hanging here to see where can I break the rules and jump in and take and make something back. So I'll get it back tomorrow or next week. We'll work our way through the process here. All right, to say 31.31, just hit. You're on a good run, man. You're making money, so just be patient. Yep, 100% probability game. Now, I know for a fact, if you go back, and you guys know this, but if you see, in this case, I would love to see a low being taken and then expansion break and then come back. That setup, it links back to the OTE and all of that. It's a setup that's solid if you follow it correctly. You don't have to take each and every one. And I think that's probably what I'm trying to do earlier. Like in consolidation, you can't take it here because you'll just get killed. Okay, so we've got this equal lows here. And I won't be surprised for that to happen, to run it and then get back in to go higher, because we already ran the highs here. Now we need to run the lows. And then we'll see. It's all going to happen in the next 20 minutes. That's it. you guys just watch. This thing is accumulating for maybe a bigger move just now. Let's do this. Let's take this bounce. See if we can take it back up. Hey, maybe this was, oh gosh. Why would you sell off here? I'm just wondering. Nothing A plus here, guys. I just thought we can get a bounce here. Always keep the finger on the trigger. I mean, maybe it wants to take all that liquidity down there. Let's see. Just going to put my stop there in case we go down again. Okay, TDI. TDI suggests this is a bounce to go higher. Consolidation, manipulation, and now you want to see expansion. Doesn't have to bounce. Let's see. Yeah. So I'm not teaching the TDI here, but I saw some people know what I'm speaking about when I talk about the TDI. TDI is just another indicator I used to trade with. It's an indicator you can trade with using moving averages, and there is one signature on the TDI where it shows you manipulation. And I mean, we're going to inverse this now. Wonder if we're going to go higher here. Or we're just going to go back here. Yeah, I'll show you guys one day the TDI. So one of those setups is what they call it, the shark fin. And that's where people get trapped. All right, so we need to get out of this above here. I mean, if we get good momentum up here, I might drag this out further. The daily 50%. The daily 50%. Let's see. The daily 50%. I'm not following. Um, so the daily is is it not a doji wick type of, no, 50% of the daily range. I'll show you something. That's nice pullback on a daily. One 131. Yeah, 130. That's where I got it as well. Okay, let's just drag it out. Hopefully it doesn't pin here. Don't like those spins, guys. We need bodies. Yes, that's what we want to see. Dun, 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 dun. That's a nice bullish candle there. So let's see if we can get another 1.8. All right, so I'm moving it to break even here. And I'm using that level up there. That's the bottom of a bigger fair value gap. So I want to see if we can get through to the top there. We took a 1.8 trade earlier, and it was literally just straight here up to there. And now we consolidate, push, and now we're hoping to get it obviously up there as well. So let's see. So for anybody that's new, so one thing I do pretty aggressively, and a lot of people don't agree with me, is I manage my risk very tightly. So as you can see, I moved it to break even. And what I've done is we formed a swing high here. We broke structure. So that low there initiated that push. So that to me is we should not see price come down to that low. That's a protected low. So in theory, I should put my stop there. So I can put it in the money and trust that price would not come back there. Now the problem is we are in a consolidation here. So there's a very good chance that it could go back there, but it's fine. I mean, it's consolidating now again. We could, I don't know, go through these lows and then push higher. Okay, so now we want to see a nice strong close above that high. So we're back at this equal lows here. So we ran equal lows left, we pinned through it, we pinned through it again. But this time around, I'm expecting us to push through it. And I mean, there's liquidity even higher. We could push it higher, but let's see. Let's just focus on this one for now. Dun, 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 dun. 224 equal highs. Okay. Yep, risk management is the name of the game. Capital preservation is key in this game. Yeah. Go check out 20 Trade Challenge in the Discord. I've taken an FTMO account. It's only a 10K account. I'm trying to stick to rules there and see what we can do. We're down 0.5% currently after today. But I need to make 10% to pass it. And we'll see if we can get a payout and then take that payout money and buy a bigger account. See if we can get it to that $400,000 account. All right, let's see if we can close through that high. So we through the equal highs now that we've been pinning through. Now I need us to close above that, not pin above that. Don't like the pins. Yeah, push, push, push. I mean, I can put my stop there. This block here, if we come down, hopefully we'll bounce there. Stop pinning. Stop pinning. Crazy thing about this is the swing point. This could come down to this block here. Maybe not. This low should be protected because we broke that high, that swing point there, close above it. And that's the swing point of those three candles. So let's see. This could just come back into consolidation. Just put it there so we can mark it. That just means that low is protected and we don't want to see price go through that low. Yeah, we need to get up there now. I mean, we've got 10 minutes before the macro. Then we'll see some volatile spikes. And maybe we get that bullish spike then. Make that a round number of 500. If we get stopped there, then see, now we've highlighted that low as a liquidity grab. Now we want to see price move higher here and not lower, and we bounce off this block. Look, I don't know if you call that the order block or what. I'm just calling it a block. A sandwich between two white slices, a nice burnt beef in the middle. Come on, push up. Give us the money. Okay, let's see. Right, guys, while you're here tomorrow, I might be late for the AM session, so just be aware of that. I've got a different appointment I need to go to, and I might be late for the open, but I might be in time to start around 10 a.m. New York time. But obviously I'll try my best to be here, so just keep an eye on the Discord. I'll obviously post there when I go live. It's amazing when this market starts moving and just before your target it stops and then it just goes nowhere. See how important this is, that we need to close above certain levels. And if we don't, that's when the market does nothing. But it will move now. Just give it a moment. You'll see it. Ta-da, ta-da. 5 minutes, guys, to macro. I think this thing is even going to shoot higher. I feel like I can move my TP to higher grounds, but I'm not going to be greedy. I'm just here. Here's another, not an A plus, but if I did not blow my opportunities earlier, I probably would have entered here, put my stop down here, and target, this and even more. But again, not this time of the day. I won't trade the prop account this time of day either. All right, so what's good about this is that candle closed above these three black candles bodies. So that's bullish to me. Although we haven't closed above that high, we need to now close above this high. But if we do, we'll hit target. So not too stressed. This can't be a protected low yet because we haven't closed above that level. I don't know if this is a propulsion block. This is an order block. We bounce off it. We broke higher, and now we at this block now. So now this could be a good buy. That's a propulsion block. Basically this. You get your first bounce, and then you get your second bounce. Uh, so tomorrow, guys, there's There's red folder tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Thursday. Yes, red folder news tomorrow, 8:30. So maybe that gives us nice liquidity for tomorrow. But let's see. And we are not moving. Just tapped into that TP. That's it. And you can do whatever you want. Guys, we are 3 minutes away, 3.5 minutes away from the volatility spike. Right, let's see. Well, I should go higher, yeah, from what I understand the market structure. 50-minute chart. Guys, I'm going to set up my stream differently so I can flip through the different time frames quite quickly. Yeah, so the intent is for price to go higher because on that AM move down, that 50% range. And we currently, this afternoon, has been in a sideways move, which is a consolidation. So we want to see the manipulation to the upside and then sell off from there. In theory, that's what it should do. In reality, we'll see now. All I know is this low should hold. My stop might be a little bit tight, but I can't move it down now because I've already set it. That's the one thing. Once I've set my stop, I'm not allowed to move it. I can't move it back and forth. Okay, so we've got 40 seconds. Are we going to jump straight up here, guys? What do you guys think? Or we're going to tap me out first? Okay, 25 seconds. 25 seconds. All right, 10 seconds, guys. Let's see what's it going to be. Just relax, Bryce. Relax. There dumps through my stop. Okay, I banked $500, which is not end of the world. Consolidation, manipulation, and now what are we going to see? Expansion. An expansion to this level here and then this level up here. So I think we're going to come for the 30, 120, 130, 130. But let's see. Let's see. I'm just going to wait for this minute to finish. I'm not going to stick around for the rest, guys. I don't trade this. You guys obviously welcome to do what you like there. And nothing. All right. Guys, thanks for joining again. Thanks for the new guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And then let's see what we can pull out of markets tomorrow. Stay safe. And thanks again for everything, guys, for the support. Really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. A win's a win. Take care and see you guys tomorrow. Cheers. Bye.